What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Bald Man Reacts, and today we're checking out the band Legacy of Cynthia and their full album Danse Macabre. Legacy of Cynthia are a Portuguese metal band. I did their track Rats and Rattlesnakes on the first episode of Portuguese Distortion, and I was really impressed. I was contacted by the band shortly afterwards and provided a full copy of the record, which was an incredible thing to do for them to do for me, and very surprising. I just recently got around to it this week, and I wanted to actually do the full record. I've listened to the entire album once. I've listened to a couple of the tracks more than once, but I've listened to the entire album once, and there's still certainly a lot to pick up. I asked Oz, the guitar player, about the record a little bit, and asked him if there was kind of a concept, because it really does feel like a concept record, and I hope you get that like I did. And he said, at first, there wasn't really a concept. But as they listened to it, they realized that there was a concept building as the tracks took their shapes. And it all centers around the idea and the topic of death. Hence the record titled Danse Macabre. So, I think this is going to surprise you. It certainly surprises me. And the first listen was incredibly pleasant. So, I hope you guys feel the same way. Give you something to listen to when you're hanging out. I am using their Bandcamp page from Raising Legends Records. So we're going to do it straight off there. If you guys want to get back to it, I'll have the link in the description below. The band is Legacy of Cynthia. The album is Danse Macabre. The first track is Cabaret. And here we go. I like that feedback and then plugging into the jack there. The early, deep, awkward bass tone. Really polished drums. The different vocals they utilize on this record are awesome. Some of these big, almost doomy riffs. Some really cool textures going on. Big rumbly riffs. Really enjoy the lead guitar textures here. I like that shift into this tight, gated riffing. Really cool bass accents there. I like the different ambient textures here and different vocals. Really love some of these very American, southern fried riffs here. You get all these different influences that they utilize in their tracks, and it's really impressive. I really like the drum patterns here. I like the different vocal textures he's using here once again. really love these riffs. Again, with these really outstanding lead guitar tones. I like how they seamlessly shifted into a solo here. Get a little of Alex Skolnick there in the solo, and I really like that. Again, this really awesome bass accents are such a killer addition. There's so many influences coming at you, it's hard to even start putting your finger on some of the points. Alright, that was the first track, Cabaret. The next track is Walking Cadavers. Really cool guitar riffs once again to open this out. I really like those lower registered vocals. You don't get a ton of bands using such a lower range. Riffs are really familiar. I'm trying to play some of them, but I like them. I like them a lot. Those killer shift, these great vocal layers added, textures and depth. Get a breakdown like feel from this riff, and really awesome lead guitar textures running over it again. Production is polished. You can certainly really get an ear on what's going on in the track. I'm happy where the instruments are in the mix. Nice pinch harmonics there. Get some really awesome bass work down there below. Love his voice and how multifaceted his range is. Get that pain and that anguish so forward. His delivery, some of that reminds me a bit of Laurel Davies, Nevermore. Such an easy going double bass cadence. Really just makes this passage feel so good and so easy to listen to. I like that fill that shifted the tempo there. Another really well accented passage with these lead guitar licks that are happening. I like that they're harmonizing those too. These different influences of these different lead players and the guitar players playing, and I really like that. Definitely get a bit of Randy Rhoads in the licks he's using. I like the different vocal effects there. It actually really makes this passage more effective. That was Walking Cadavers. The next track is Monkey 27. What an incredible shift from the first two tracks. This heavier, driven sound into this really beautiful ambient textures. This electronic percussion. This riffing that almost reminds you of Typo Negative. I love that deep, gravelly, pained vocal here. Lyrical imagery is so impressive. It's almost hypnotic in the spell it casts over his. Really like that almost B-organ-like sound there and some of the electronics. Nice use of his false there. Again, you get so many different influences, different vocalists that pop up in his voice here. Oh, what a spell this casts on you. That was Monkey 27. The next track is a Darwinian correction there. Mispronouncing the name, and it's right in front of me. Really strong riffs. Nice consistent double bass pattern. Really like the lyric passage and the vocal melody there. I like the way these riffs are moving. Get a bit of that Sergei Tonkin in his voice there, along with that Oral Dane. Flows so smoothly over these riffs. Really like the spoken word here. Almost like passage of rap. I really like it. Another really well executed solo here. Got a great feel as well as the technique there. Comes out of that into that really nice lead guitar passage and back into the main riff once again. That was Darwinian. The next track is one I've done. It is Rats and Rattlesnakes. And I've said a lot about this track. I've done it twice. I really like the electronic elements here and those big drum opening, big tom sounds. The way the track starts building on itself. That cynical vocal delivery. Now that riff just goes from being faint to getting heavier and louder. Big pitch harmonics again. Just makes you want to move with these riffs. Really like this bass line. Great job with the mixing. These riffs sound huge. Got those really subtle piano accents going over the top of this lead passage here. riff morphs and they shift into these lyrics. It just feels like a comment on pop culture, and I love it. I really like this tremolo picked guitar accent here. Shifts seamlessly into a solo. There's so much attention to detail to what they wrote when they were writing it. Man, I love that track. That's Rats and Rattlesnakes. The next track is The One-Eyed King. It opens up. It's a very different track. Beautiful ambient textures. Really nice atmospheric feeling. Really clear drum sounds. You get a different voice from powerful, haunting lyrics. Vocal layers, get chills coming down my spine. Bass line, so outstanding. I challenge you to listen to this track a couple times and then get the chorus out of your head. Really love these beautiful piano accents here. Really has this 90s alt-rock like feel in so many ways. With all these different influences that are here in this track. Love the guitar sound they have here. Doesn't sound like guitars. Get some of these different elements in his vocals again. Singers like Everlast and others, it's just really impressive. Love the different textures that these softer tracks give you. Oh, piano textures really help make some of this track, man. It's so incredible. It's such an amazing track to listen to. That was One-Eyed King. The next track is Feet of Clay. Love these heavy driving riffs here. Reminds me of a band, I just can't put my finger on it. I love how they used it so short just for texture. Feet of Clay, the next track is Absolution. Really like these riffs again, using the piano accents, keyboard accents over top there. The synths behind it, providing those atmospherics. Really enjoy that synth work. Love this riff. Beautiful bass textures. Another beautiful vocal that you just didn't expect out of their singer. Really incredible layering being done. Harkens back to so many of these new metal elements. Very subdued lead guitar accents right there on top of everything else. Adds such a different mood. The riff is familiar. You've heard so many bands use it, but it really does something here. It adds great feel to this. Love these riffs. I get lost in this. I really do. the vocal over this riff into this current passage. I love the lyrics. They're so impassioned, powerful. Really love the lead tone their guitar player is using for this. Such a great feel. I can't say that enough. Coming out of that, this really nice transition. Just clearly a bridge to move. Really nice cymbal accents. Piano, this different vocal comes in. Again, different vocal that he's used so far in the track. It's all about those layers and those textures here. Double bass cadence is such a perfect vehicle for the riffs and the vocals that are being utilized here. Just gonna ride this out. Alright. That track was Absolution. The next track is Pagan Words. This riff, the moment I heard it the first time, reminds me of an Evergrey riff for the track Unfaithful off of the Recreation Day record. I just love how pretty this riff sounds. This vocal here is incredibly pretty. It's very beautiful. Such a beautifully evolving guitar line. This almost feels like a lullaby. It's so pretty. It's so dark. And I just don't know what to say. It's spellbinding to me. Just get lost.
Stop grieving. I will pray for
Love the break in his voice here. That grit, it's so difficult to get your voice to do that the way he gets it to do it. Those little imperfections just make this vocal that much more incredible.
I will pray for his soul in pagan words. I will pray for his soul in pagan words.
Guys, once again, you've given me chills. Well, granted, that's probably going to happen at least once or twice more. That was the track Pagan Words. The next track is Villian. Really like the textures and tones here. Love how their tracks build. Do get a bit more of that Evergrey feel. Which quickly goes away as they shift into these riffs. Such a great contrast from Pagan Words to Villian. Really love how well these riffs move. Groove it inspires, it makes you want to move with it. Really like the synth work going on the top there once again. And the different layers once again really add so much to this track. Really like the textures that riffs are adding. Just how big his voice has evolved into. That was a really cool textural choice. Really like the way he's shifting it out of that voice. Coming out of that lead into all these cool synth textures.
I found refuge in people's misery. Full of darkness and sadness they were, as if they embark in my vessel of blur.
All right, that was awesome. That was a Villian. The next track is Suicide Note. I really like the sample they're using here.
You have reached the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you are in emotional distress or suicidal crisis or are concerned about someone who might be
such a great statement they're making by using this sample.
Your call is being routed. Please hold.
Show me a reason, 'cause I need to know. You don't need to fear me, 'cause I'm out of control. Show
Love the vocal choices here.
Show me a reason. Show me a reason.
Got that very hip-hop beat. The really nice accents. The synths, the electronics.
If I'm out of control.
Love how there's no influence that's sacred. Nothing's off limits. They're not afraid to take these different elements and put them onto a metal record. Really like the falsetto there.
Your call is being routed. Please hold.
I like how you can hear the sirens.
Your call is being routed. Please hold.
It's a tough track. It's a haunted track. It's a very beautiful track.
Your call is being routed. Please hold.
That was Suicide Note. The next track is Lascivious. Yeah, and I hear all these different influences, and some of the riffs and the tones, and I can't completely place them all. Hopefully some of you incredibly astute subscribers out there will be able to help me with that. That grit, whiskey over broken glass, deep voice he gets is such a pleasure to listen to. But I also really enjoy lower registered vocalists. I love the lyrics. Really love this solo. You get some of that Rocky from Suicidal Tendencies a little bit. You certainly do get a lot of the Suicidal Tendencies elements in some of these tracks. Really like this solo. I'm almost a broken record at this point with just how much I enjoy the changes, the little elements, but I truly do. I like the effect there. I like the way this riff has come in. I like the way that solo made you feel. I really like the way they're building these another shifts in. This passage almost sounds chaotic. I actually really like that. Great shift, you got another solo. Really like the use of sweeps there. Even though we hadn't used a whole lot throughout most of the record, it's nice that they chose to employ them there for coloring. I have to comment on just how good the album artwork is. I'm staring at it for the last 11 and a half tracks, and it's really, really, really awesome album art. love the different accents, different textures, once again, to ride this out. Such a great job of crafting their tracks. That was Lascivious, the last track on the record coming up is going to be Espirituias.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
But it's such a different shift.
My sorrow.
Get some of those gospel notes, get some of that blues.
Knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah.
So well done here. Something you would expect to hear at a funeral. I think it's a really, really apt choice, especially for the last track on this record. It really does tie the theme together. Slowly hear that B organ-like sound coming up in the back.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Glory, hallelujah. Burden down, Lord. Burden down, Lord. Since I lay my
Love the addition of the chorus there. It's a great touch, guys.
Lord, burden down, Lord, since I lay my burden down.
Love the addition of the female vocals. I love it, just humming away with it. Really do feel like you're being taken to church and saying goodbye to somebody at their funeral. It's such an intelligent track to compose and an intelligent track to end such an intelligently written record with. Shows just how much attention to detail this band has. That was Espirituias, the last track on Legacy of Cynthia Danse Macabre record. What a ride. What a journey. What an exceptionally well written record. So much diversity. There's so many elements, so many different influences, and such an easy, enjoyable, beautiful record. Without using hyperbole, being completely honest, that is one of the best alternative metal records I have heard in a couple of years. No BS. Honestly, and I mean all due respect to the guys, I kind of wish that I didn't get given a copy. Because this is truly a record that I want to buy. And I might just buy another copy at some point. And if I do decide to buy a copy, I will come up with the contest and I will give it away to somebody here on the channel. Because It's a record that I feel is so good and so enjoyable, it deserves to be purchased. I'm so honored and fortunate that Oz decided, after hearing what I had to say on the first Portuguese Distortion episode, that he wanted to graciously, out of his heart, give me a copy. But this record is so exceptional. It gives you so many different looks. And the more I have more different listens, different textures. You know, having listened to Rats and Rattlesnakes, I realize that it doesn't really give you a great indication of how this record's going to sound, because while there are some of those tracks, I don't know if I expect. Well, I do know. I did not expect the ambient tracks, the slower, bowdier tracks. I didn't expect tracks like Monkey 27 or The One-Eyed King or Absolution or Pagan Words or Suicide Note or even Lascivious. I didn't expect those tracks. I had no idea that the kind of diversity existed on this record. And listening to it again, I pick up more than I picked up the first time I listened to it. Now that I've done a video for it, now I can freely listen to it as much as I want and not feel like I'm spoiling anything by continuing to listen to it. It's that good, in my opinion. I think it's a record that fans of a lot of different stuff will enjoy. I think it's a record that is different enough that a lot of my Visual Kei fans here on the channel will enjoy. I truly, truly hope you guys give this a chance, because if you don't, you're missing out. The record came out just about 2 years ago, and I'm truly sad that I haven't listened to it until this week, but I am so glad, because it is such an incredible record. Legacy of Cynthia are in the studio. They are working on a new record. And Oz told me earlier this week when I was talking to him about it to, quote unquote, expect the unexpected, which is kind of hard to do considering I didn't expect what they give us on this record. They're a great band. They're a very well-respected band in Portugal, from what I've gathered. I've seen a lot of people comment on stuff that I've put up about the record on my Facebook page for the channel. And everything about it's been good. They're great guys. They're really, really nice, good-hearted people. Which, of course, to me, makes it even better to give support to a band that are just so good-hearted. So I hope you enjoyed the ride. I hope more of you check this record out. I know it's certainly taken some of you out of your comfort zone. But then again, you guys give me stuff to take me out of my comfort zone every week. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you to Oz and all the guys in Legacy of Cynthia for being so awesome, for allowing me to have a copy of the record, for allowing me to support the record. Thank you to Raising Legends guys as well. I've done several of their bands, and I always enjoy having a chance. Hopefully, I can get some more Legacy of Cynthia up when they start releasing tracks off their new one. I cannot wait to hear it. I'm truly looking forward to it. So thank you once again. Thank you to my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders for what you do every single day. I love and I appreciate you. As always, you have been awesome. I have been Bald Man. I will see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other and keep headbanging.